Listen to that sizzle, that pure desi ghee, curry leaves, mustard seeds, hing, hitting freshly made sambar. And this piping hot rice, sambar poured over it, a spoon of ghee on top. This is not just a meal, this is South India in a plate. And today, Amma is making it from complete scratch. In the way the temples have made it for centuries. No sambar powder, no shortcuts, no onion, no garlic, and yet the most flavorful sambar you will ever taste in your life. Stay with me. Namaskara. Maybe you are watching this video from anywhere in the world where you have always wondered how does the temple and restaurant sambar taste so completely different from what you make at home? Today, Amma is answering that question. The secret is not sambar powder. The secret is a fresh masala paste made from the whole spices and fresh coconut, ground in your own kitchen in 10 minutes. This is the method that temples use, and this is the method that best restaurants use. And today, Amma is giving it to you. Every single secret, nothing held back. Let us begin. Here is everything you need. Take a screenshot of it if you want. First, the Toor Dal. Amma has taken half a cup of a good quality Toor Dal. Look at that quality. Clean, golden, uniform. Wash it thoroughly and pressure cook it. After cooking, look at this dal. Amma is pressing it between her fingers. See that? It crushes completely and instantly. No resistance. That is perfectly cooked Toor Dal. If it needs any effort to crush, it needs more cooking. Keep this aside. Before we make the secret masala, Amma wants to explain something that will change how you make your sambar forever. Most people use sambar powder from the bottle. That bottle sits in your shelf for 2 to 3 months. Every single day it sits there, it loses aroma, it loses its color, it loses half of its flavor before it even reaches your sambar. This is why your sambar never tastes like that restaurant. The restaurants make this masala fresh every single morning, and that is exactly what Amma does. Everything from scratch, fresh spices, fresh coconut, ground today, use it today, and this is the only way. And she is using this teaspoon for every single measurements, so there is no confusion, no guessing. This is the exact ratio for perfect sambar every single time. A quarter teaspoon of fenugreek seeds, that's methi or menthia. 1 teaspoon of jeera, that's cumin seeds. 1 teaspoon of urad dal, uddina bede. 2 teaspoons of chana dal, that's kadale bede. 3 full teaspoons of whole coriander seeds, that's dhania kalu, 3 teaspoons. 1 sprig of fresh curry leaves, 1 inch of cinnamon stick. And now the hero of this entire recipe, 10 Badigi red chilies. These chilies are what give that sambar deep vibrant red color and that perfect gentle heat that you see in every great South Indian sambar. And finally, a quarter cup of freshly grated coconut, not fresh, not desiccated, not dried, fresh coconut only. This is everything, simple everyday ingredients available anywhere in the world. No special powder needed ever again. And these are the ingredients for that final ghee tempering that will make your kitchen smell like heaven. Quarter teaspoon of mustard seeds, 2 dry red chilies, 2 green chilies, quarter teaspoon of asafoetida, 1 sprig of fresh curry leaves. Amma has taken a lime-sized ball of tamarind, soaked it in warm water for 10 minutes, squeeze it well and extract the juice. This tamarind pulp is the sourness that gives the sambar its soul. Now the vegetables. Amma is using only 3 today. Potatoes roughly chopped, tomatoes 3 roughly chopped, brinjal 3 to 4 roughly chopped. Nothing fancy. And there is something Amma wants to tell you directly. She has deliberately chosen the simplest, most accessible vegetable because she knows that many of you watching from outside from India cannot always find the drumstick or the pumpkin or all the traditional sambar vegetables. So hear this clearly. You can use any vegetables you have. The best addition, if you can find them, are the drumsticks and pumpkin. If you are outside India, zucchini, bottle gourd, carrots and French beans all work beautifully. Even if you only have tomatoes and potatoes, this sambar will still be the best you have ever made. And one more thing, there is no onion, there is no garlic anywhere in this recipe. This is a complete satvik food, the exact kind made in temples across South India for thousands of years. Clean, nourishing and yet more flavorful than any sambar you have tasted. This is the power of our culinary tradition. In a pot, Amma pours 1 liter of hot water. In goes the brinjal, tomatoes and potato, all the vegetables which you wish. Required amount of sea salt goes in, approximately 1 teaspoon of it. Do remember, it's a sea salt. Give it a nice mix. Close the lid. Cook for 5 to 6 minutes until the vegetables are 90% done. Not fully cooked, 90% done. Now the most important part of this entire recipe, the fresh sambar masala paste. Watch Amma carefully. Every step here matters. She heats a pan, tablespoon of coconut oil goes in. Coconut oil only or pure desi ghee. Never add refined oil for this masala. Now, the most important rule Amma has for making any masala from the whole spices, always cook on a very, very low flame always. If even one ingredient burns, the entire masala is ruined. The whole flavor is gone. Low flame only. This is Amma's secret tip for every beginner watching and for the every experienced cook who has ever had a bitter sambar. First in the fenugreek seeds, quarter teaspoon. Low flame 30 seconds, slow roasting only. Now the chana dal 2 teaspoon. Urad dal 1 teaspoon. Same low flame, roasting until turns a beautiful biscuit brown color. 30 to 40 seconds. Watch the color, not dark brown, just a beautiful biscuit brown. Now the jeera 1 teaspoon. Whole coriander seeds 3 teaspoons. You can already smell it, the warm, nutty, earthy aroma filling the kitchen. This is what sambar powder in the bottle can never give you or never achieve. In goes the cinnamon stick, and now the hero, 10 Badgi red chilies and the sprig of curry leaves. Now switch to low to medium flame, roast until the curry leaves are perfectly crisp. When the curry leaves are crisp, your masala is done. This is your signal. 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. Watch it. Do not walk away. The aroma coming out right now should be beautiful and fragrant. Now in goes the fresh grated coconut quarter cup. Mix everything well, 20 to 30 seconds together. And now Amma's secret technique that she had never shared with anyone outside this kitchen. Turn off the flame immediately. Add cold chilled water right now into the hot pan. This cold water shocks the ingredients and stops the cooking process instantly. The heat drops immediately, the cooking process stops completely. And in that moment, all the color, all the aroma, all the flavors gets locked inside these ingredients. This is what gives Amma's masala that vibrant color and intense aroma. She has done this for decades. Today she is giving you this secret. This is why Amma's masala paste looks more vibrant and tastes more intense than anything you have ever made before. One simple technique, decades of wisdom. Now allow the mixture to cool completely. Transfer everything to the mixer jar. Add a little chilled water. Grind it to a completely smooth, fine paste. Now look at this. Look at that color, the deep vibrant red from Badgi chilies. Look at the textures, perfectly smooth. Amma takes it in her hand, see that. Smooth, rich, fragrant paste. This is the heart of the sambar. This is what no sambar powder can ever give you. The vegetables are 90% cooked. Now in goes the cooked Toor Dal. Watch the color of that pot change as the golden dal meets that vegetables. In goes the tamarind pulp. The color deepens immediately. 2 slit green chilies goes in. 1.5 teaspoons of organic jaggery, a secret ingredient that most people skip and then wonder why the sambar tastes sharp and one-dimensional. That's jaggery. This is not to make the sambar sweet, this is to balance, to round off the sourness of the tamarind, to bring harmony between the sour and spicy and the savory. This one jaggery will elevate this sambar to a completely different level. Please do not replace this with sugar, only jaggery, and do not skip it. Believe Amma on this. Give everything a nice mix, close the lid, high flame, 2 to 3 minutes, let everything come together. After 2 minutes, everything is mixed beautifully. Now the moment we had been waiting for. In goes fresh masala paste. Add as much as you need for the quantity. Give it a mix. Look at that. Just look at that color. The deep golden orange, that vibrant red. This is what fresh masala does. No bottled powder can achieve this. This is the real thing. Check the seasoning. Amma adds a little more salt. Give it a final mix. Close the lid. 2 more minutes on medium flame. Let the masala fully incorporate. And now, the moment that will make your kitchen smell like the most beautiful place on earth. Pure homemade desi ghee, 2 tablespoons in a pan. High heat. When the ghee shimmers, it is ready. Add mustard seeds, 1/4 teaspoon, the pop and sizzle. Add dry red chilies, 2 number. Fresh curry leaves, 1 sprig, that crackle, that sound, that aroma. And now the hero of the tempering, the ingredient that defines South Indian cooking, 1/4 teaspoon of asafoetida, that's hingu. Give it a quick mix and immediately pour this entire tempering directly into the sambar. Listen to that sizzle, watch that steam, feel that aroma coming through the screen. Mustard seeds, curry leaves, hing, ghee meeting that fresh sambar. This is the moment, this is our South India. A handful of fresh curry leaves added at the very end, never at the beginning. Give it a gentle final mix. And look at that sambar. Deep red, golden orange, vegetables perfectly holding their shape. Fresh masala integrated throughout. Ghee tempering floating beautifully on the top. This is Amma's sambar. This is temple sambar. This is what decades of cooking looks like in one bowl. Now the only correct way to eat this piping hot white rice, a teaspoon of pure desi ghee directly onto the rice. Let it melt. Now pour Amma's sambar generously over the rice. And now the most important instruction. Do not use spoon. Use your hand. Mix the sambar and ghee, rice with your bare hands. Feel the warmth, feel the texture, feel the connection to every South Indian that has ever been made in your family kitchen. Take a bite. And no matter where in the world you are, in this moment you are at home. 5 things to always remember. 1. Cook Toor Dal until it crushes between your fingers with zero resistance. 2. Always roast masala on a very low flame, never let them burn. 3. Add cold water to the hot pan immediately after roasting to lock color and aroma. 4. Never skip the jaggery. 1.5 teaspoons balances everything. 5. Always finish with fresh ghee tempering. The hing in the ghee is what makes the temple sambar taste like temple sambar. These 5 rules, perfect sambar every single time, even if you are a beginner. This is Amma's complete secret for the most flavorful South Indian sambar you ever make. No sambar powder, no onion, no garlic, just whole spices. Amma has given you everything today, every measurement, every secret, every technique that she has carried for decades in her mind and hand. If this video helped you, share it with one person who has been struggling to make a good sambar at home. It will change their cooking forever. Subscribe to Deepak's Kitchen, hit that bell icon. New recipe every Tuesday and Friday. We'll meet you in the next video. Till then, this is your Deepak Kshatriya signing off and Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka. Namaskara.